Did you know that vegan leather notebooks can sell for $20 to $30 up? Whoa! Today I share with you how to make leather stamped notebooks and labels, some tips and tricks, and also mistakes I've made along the way. The supplies you need are 1/8 inch or 3mm size steel stamps, cutter, wax thread, scissors, rulers, hammers, blunt and cross-stitch needle, and to color the words I'm using chalkboard markers, also blank notebooks, and 3mm thick faux leather with a soft touch. My first tip is if you're using the same stamps that I am using, mark all of them with Posca before you begin. These stamps doesn't come with any markings and it's hard to tell the letters apart, and also which way it is facing. All you do is check that the stamp is stamping in the right direction, then you mark the side that is facing you. Posca will dry permanent, so you just have to do this once and it will make your work much easier. So this is 9, but you flip it around is 6. You can use these stamps to etch on much harder surfaces like steel, aluminum. With leather, I find that there's not much difference if you use a hammer or a rubber mallet. So I actually tested them out. So here are the test results, which I make just for you. I'm using chalk markers to color the etchings. These are non-permanent color. So I flood the word with paint and wait for it to dry completely. Then you can use a wet towel to wipe the excess off. You can also use acrylic paint, but make sure to wipe all the excess off before the paint dries. With acrylic paint, if you want the color to be more vibrant, you will have to apply and wipe several times to build the color up. Don't use Sharpie for this step because they dry immediately. If you don't like the color, you can wipe them off with a wet towel and start anew. So they do flake a bit if you slam them on a hard surface. Otherwise, it saves much waiting time than using acrylic paint. If you need commas or hyphens, you can use a small flat screwdriver to create them. Just don't knock too hard or it will create a slit instead. Moving on to make the notebook. So this gray one is my first attempt. You see that the cover is cut too small, and I use staples to reattach the pages. and the whole thing shifted when I press on the stapler. So I'm going to show you how not to make those mistakes. This part is for those who want to get the words as center on the book as possible. I use masking tape to mark the center of the cover. Then I punch out all the letters on the right side of the cover. So for example, the word book, B-O, will be on the left side. OK will be on the right side. So I punch out OK first. And then with all the words I punch out on the right side, I go backwards on the left side to punch out the remaining words. So this way all the words kind of sprout from the center of the book, and you will get something that is right in the middle of the book cover. You can leave the notebook as is, or you can add closures. No, it's up to you.